Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Psalm chapter 13. Let's get started now. Psalm 13 is a prayer for deliverance from suffering and affliction. The psalmist begins by expressing his feelings of abandonment and questioning God's faithfulness. He asks how long God will forget him and hide his face from him. The psalmist is in distress and feels as though he is on the verge of death. Despite his feelings, the psalmist does not give up on his faith. He continues to trust in God's steadfast love and mercy, and he calls out to God for help. He asks God to consider his plight and to answer him, so that his enemies will not triumph over him. The psalmist's prayer is ultimately answered, and he rejoices in God's salvation. He expresses his gratitude and declares his trust in God's faithfulness. The teaching application of Psalm 13 is that we can bring our deepest struggles and pain to God in prayer. Even when we feel abandoned and forgotten, God is still present and listening to us. The psalmist's example shows us that it is okay to express our doubts and fears to God in prayer, and that we can still hold on to our faith even in the midst of suffering. At the same time, the psalm also reminds us that God is faithful and merciful. Just as the psalmist's prayer was answered, we too can trust that God will deliver us from our afflictions and struggles. We may not always understand why we must suffer, but we can trust that God is present with us and will ultimately bring about good in our lives. In summary, Psalm 13 teaches us to hold on to our faith in God even in the midst of suffering and to trust that God is faithful and will deliver us in His own time and way. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible verse below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.